Hello, how's it going? My mic audio is too low. There we go. I'm not sure if the game audio is too high or not. It's a little bit higher than usual. I'm going to turn down my audio so that people can hear, so that I can hear things better. I'm having quite the day today. I had some food that I wanted to cook before going into the stream. But it was like, oh yeah, this meal's gonna take like 20 minutes to cook. It took a lot more than 20 minutes. It was very deceptive. The reason why is usually because it takes me longer than 20 minutes to read the recipe. I think that a game like Undertale is pushing my reading to its limits, to be honest. Reading speed. But yeah, no, I don't know why, but I started like coughing a whole bunch whilst I was cooking, but I read the prep instructions. It's like, yeah, it takes 20 minutes to cook, but one of the prep instructions was to soak something in water for half an hour. And I was like, seriously? Seriously? Like, come on, guys. Soak the skewers in water for half a fucking hour. 20 minutes to cook? Oh my goodness. But but that wasn't the main issue. Because I just said fuck it, and I just soaked them in water for like however long it took me to do the other stuff, and then and then just did it anyway. Didn't care that much. But the thing that did take me a while is that it turns out that a lot of recipes require you to have sharp knives, and this is one of them. It was basically like, oh, take this piece of meat and then just cut it into strips, and I'm like, and it said specifically to use a sharp knife, and I was just kind of like, normally I don't worry too much about that, and I have all kinds of issues and all of this sort of stuff, but this time I was like, you know what, fuck this, I'm just going to sharpen a knife. But it turns out that part of the reason why I thought, part of the reason why I thought that that sharpening a knife didn't really matter was because I'd always been doing it wrong. I'd always used one of those honing stick things and then tried to sharpen it with that. And I learned that that's not what it's for. So this time I was like, okay, I'm going to sharpen it properly, but I didn't have anything to sharpen the knife with. So I had to go to the store and buy a knife sharpener. Which, even though the store is like a 5-minute drive away, it's not very long. It still took me like 20 minutes to, buy the fucking, knife sharpener, because one, there was no parking for some reason, and two, there was a line of like 4 people who were all buying lottery tickets. So I'm like sitting there watching these people buying lottery tickets and then being like, well, how many lottery tickets do I get if I get this thing? They're like asking about like the Father's Day gift basket thingies that sold lottery tickets and shit like that, and they were all just buying lottery tickets and like writing down their numbers and shit like that, and I was like, come on. It's not that important that I'm on time, but I do like to be close to being on time. Oh well. We're just gonna have to make do. We're just gonna have all of my fucking Undertale streams say late Undertale again. You know, what did my go live message say? I didn't even check. I should have checked. My table is a mess. I should clean it. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cups, including the one that's got my drink in it. But also, I have 1, 2, 3 controllers, 2 Nintendo DS's, a Nintendo Switch, and a bunch of other weird and wonderful shit that I keep lying around. But anywho, I should actually play the game. I know that it said that the ad is starting soon for like 30 billion years. Stupid ads. Why they always gotta be here? I genuinely don't know why I don't just switch them off. I should switch them off. The thing is, it made me like 16 cents. And dem's box money. See, look at this. I made 17 cents. You can't see it, but that's fine. Whoa, look at all dem monies. Would be nice to just play Undertale and have the monies. I'd appreciate that. Okay, let's take a look. That's right, Starman was fucking depressed because all his friends left. Are you interested in a round of 6 shooter? No, not quite at the moment. My voice is gonna hate me right now. I need to learn how to do like voice warm-ups because I think my voice is... It's not appreciating the fact that I play... Oh, my mic's peaking, hold on. Am I too loud or too quiet? I'm too loud. There we go. I think that's good. It is a bit low, but I tend to speak loud. One way that you can get around speaking loud is to get really close to the mic. I turn the mic down really far, and then I can speak like normal. And I think it makes it sound better if I recall correctly. But it means I have to be like all hunched over and shit. And I don't have an arm for the mic yet. It's just sitting on my desk. It feels so close. I could just... Doop, doop. But no, we turn it up a bit so that you can hear me a bit better. And then I yell at the top of my lungs in the middle of the room for some reason. Anywho. Who's this? Oh, that's the guy. Leave me alone, I've had enough of this town. I swear, no one here really gets me. No, they don't understand the level I'm at. I can stare at someone and they'll feel true fear. Well, not everyone. If you think you're so tough, why don't you prove it, he said. Alright, yeah, maybe I misjudged how strong a left hook to the cheek could be. Yeah, maybe I should have taken on someone smaller, but it's all part of my plan. I wasn't even using my power. Hello again. Need a boost? Yes, please. Alright, let's begin. A little bit of this, and done. Thank you, come again soon. I love the way that even though it was like brackets, he still bobbed up and down as if he was saying it. Hello. I kinda overheard what happened outside. I know I shouldn't feel this way, but maybe you should go after the sheriff, Clover. I know he did some mean stuff, but he's out there all alone now. You've gained his trust, so maybe you could sort out the situation. And we still need him to let me out of here, of course. Hello. Probably not the best time to chat. Real worried about everything going on right now. Oh, I should, like... Well, I don't have a lot of money. I also don't have a lot of items. Oh, I don't have enough money for even that. I might as well use the box. Grab some of my items out of there. I haven't been using enough of the box items. Lost Star's the worst. Hate that guy. Right? Okay, box time. Give me a feisty slider, an ice water, these things, and a GG bear. That should be good. And I'll save just in case. Just because I don't want to have to faff about with the box again every time. Hello. Hey kid, sorry about the whole training thing earlier. I love playing the villain, but I've never considered how the others felt. Maybe in the end, that's what makes me the real villain. Ah. I already read that one. What occurred in the square? North Star just walked by my shop while staring at the ground. It isn't a trouble of mine, but you should check in on him. If you think it's important, that is. Yeah, I'm gonna play the voices down a little bit because my throat's a bit sore. As fun as the voices are, you know, I just realized I can talk to people twice. I don't actually think North Star sucks. I just say whatever's popular in hopes to rise in the Wild East ranks. I kinda need North Star to return ASAP. Who else am I supposed to blindly follow in life? My dad? Sure, if I want to grill meat and browse sketchy undernet pages all day. You can do this, Clover. If you could convince this bird brain, you can get through to him. Okay. Let's go. I want to talk to this guy again. Big red guy in his dumb, stupid little hat. Trust me, if I'd landed the first hit, things would have ended much differently. He got lucky. They picked a fight with Edgar. I wonder what the horse guy says. Hey, is that all they say? I could get some more money, but I think that was everyone to talk to. I want to move on once this all blows over. You know, get an honest job and move to a more conventional place. Vengeful Virgil Redemption arc. Here we go. His name is Vengeful Virgil. Wait, did he have more to say? No. Okay. If I ever make an RPG, I want to make it so that if you talk to an NPC with the same boring old message like 50 billion times, then they say something different, and it's like, why did you talk to me that many times? Ooh, it's a path up. I really should get on fucking developing game. Howdy! I was hoping Starlo ran to his parents or something. Looks like you'll have to confront him. Do what you do best. I'm always rooting for you. Oh no. Oh no, something sounds sketchy. I don't like this bridge. Oh, it was a perfectly cromulent bridge. There's nothing wrong with this bridge. I like you, bridge. You helped me get across the chasm. Oh wow, look at the water. Hi Starlo, how's it going? Why did this happen? I did everything in my power to entertain, so monsters wouldn't have to worry about being stuck down here. At every turn I tried to cheer Soroba up. I just wanted Kanako off her mind. Kanako? I'm trying my best to honor her memory. Did someone die? Aren't distractions what's best for all of that? Howdy, partner. You. Why'd you follow me? Are you still my friend? Hold on. This all happened after you showed up. It specifically mentioned you as the problem. That's right, I was just being a good friend. I made you who you are, yet this is what I get. Let's face the facts, I couldn't keep you here forever, kid. Word would have gotten out that Feathers hadn't clocked in eventually. Feathers. Wait a minute. Royal guards like her have a ton of status. They gain that status by doing the king's work. I'm sure everyone would come back if I did the same. I'd be revered not only in the Wild East, but the entire underground. Clover, you've been an excellent deputy, but as a lawman, what I'm about to do is embedded in my soul. My true identity. My true duty. Don't make this difficult for me. Just hold still. Ah! No, I'm stuck. I know better than this. Dignified sheriff would face their opponent fairly. However, you're no everyday bandit, so get ready. Ah! Okay. Check. Oh shit! The almighty sheriff. Ah, even tied up you're skilled. I sure have an eye for talent. Ah! Ah! No! No, no! Ah! Ah! Okay. Jeez, even now the music's too loud. What am I doing? I've got it like really low on my speaker. Smells like leather boots and dashing looks. Struggle. You squirm inside your leather cage to no avail. Still, part of me wishes things could have stayed the way they were. Eh? 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 Tumbleweed rolls by. It says hello. Glare. You narrow your eyes and everything becomes letterboxed. Why'd you have to step foot in my town? Just a few hours ago, everyone was getting along. Now, well, we're here. Just a few hours ago. Hey, don't throw dynamite at me! Ah! Okay. Tumbleweeds roll by. Fight. You chomp and pull at the lasso, but it only gets tighter. This is the only way to fix things. The only way I know. I see. Okay, this is a cool idea for a fight, not gonna lie. Starlow's fingers itches for a 6-shooter. How about I chomp and pull at the lasso again? Huh? Oh, jeez. Oh! Okay, let's go for an iced tea. Drank a glass of tea. It's very watered down. Quit squirming so much. Starlow's lasso grips you tightly. What happens if I struggle? Clover, you gotta understand. Oh, jeez! Come on! Give it up already. Huh? 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 Okay. I've done it. Smells like leather boots and dashing looks. Huh? Fine, I didn't want to use this, but I got no choice. Bye, partner. Huh? Look what you made me do. That lasso is made from premium materials. I see. I see what the plan is. Okay, maybe not. Ah, yes, I done it. I won. I succeeded at breaking free of the lasso. No, no way. Outsmarted by a deputy. At least it's a fair showdown now. Time for a real duel. Duel? No. Oh, I could spin or I can focus. I'm in a very spinny mood. You spin your 6-shooter several times to intimidate Starlo. No, I'm gonna miss our time together. I mean that. Ah! Don't do that. Don't shoot me. I don't like being shot at. Especially by 4 bullets at the same time. How does he have 4 guns? Focus. Take a deep breath to prepare for the next attack. At first I was truly happy. I thought you were the real deal. Oh! Grinds his teeth together in frustration. Drink the ice water. It definitely has a taste, but you can't describe it. My sacrifices, all the naysayers. Those didn't matter anymore, because what I had was special. Oh jeez, why am I slow? What? The tension in the air grows. I'm slow apparently. Is that what focusing did? Glare. You shoot a nasty look at Starlo. But I've realized the truth. This sheriff stuff, it's worthless. Stop that. Stop that. None of that. Nope. None of the other side. Smells like leather boots and broken dreams. Aww. Let's... Okay. We all tout justice, but true underground status is only secured through pain. Monster Khan's hero is title soaked in blood. Ah. Okay, so it's not the focus that's doing that, it's him doing it. The music is just all over the fucking place. CT. Assault speed increased. Huh? In the end, we're nothing but bandits. Holy shit, that's fast. So the status effects in normal Undertale are very surface level. Like, I don't think half of them actually fucking worked. 1. I have 1 left in my chamber. I'll make this count. Starlo's left hand is shaking. Can I spare him? Surrender! Oh yeah, that sounds like a good plan. Lower your weapon and raise your hands. What? What are you doing? This isn't fair. Starlo, stop this right now. Huh? Oh yeah, that's right. I keep forgetting that the bosses have that special effect once you win. Who have you become? Because this sure as hell isn't the Starlo I grew up with. Soroba. Now's not a good time for this. Don't kick me while I'm down, please. I'm sorry, Star. I know this is weighing heavily on you, but listen. None of us hate you, the real you. We adore you. What we hate is this false, reckless persona you've created. I have my own baggage, we all do. I don't even know if I have room to say this, but bring him back. Bring back the innocent farmer I once knew. I just wanted to be appreciated, revered by all. I was just trying to provide a slice of the surface where we have none. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm not even telling you to quit running the town. Just don't let this identity consume you. It isn't healthy. Very well. Clover, I'm terribly sorry for attacking you. I do value your friendship and the time we've spent together. You have every right to make fun, but... Oh, is he going to take his hat off? Hey! This is who I really am. I'm not a real sheriff, just some nobody farmer. Don't say that, Star. May not be a real sheriff, but the best sheriff I've ever known. Yeah. I suppose I'm kinda cool. Darn right. But this whole show wasn't for some personal power trip. I also did it to cheer you up. Might have wanted the old me, but I also wanted the old you. Because of Kanako. I appreciate that, Star. I believe I have business to take care of relating to her. What do you mean? I must tell you something. I suppose Clover should know as well. As much fun as it is to have jewels and catch bandits, there's a pressing matter looming over me. Let's go to the old Steamworks gang. We'll speak there. Soroba. Come on. I like his nerdy ass look when he doesn't have the hat. It's so cool. I kind of wanted to give him a non-sheriffy sounding voice. Just be like, yeah, I'm a farmer or something like, you know, something a bit more upbeat and nerdy sounding. But I don't know. Like, it didn't change the sounds he makes when his text goes, so, you know. You heard her. No, I don't think I did. I forgot what she said. Clover, Clover! So I have good news and bad news. I'll start with the good. Turns out the wife of the old friend I told you about is here. Her name is Soroba. Huh? What? Huh? What? Yeah, okay. You probably met her already now that I think about it. She broke my soul lock with a single magic staff, or with a sick magic staff, and let me go. I also made sure she knew I wouldn't tell Asgore about this. So now that that's taken care of, the bad news. I'm about to go back on my word, sadly. I know I just said I wouldn't leave your side, but then, you know, this crazy detour happened. I also realized I threw my job to the wind to travel with you, but since the imprisonment took so much time, I have to go back. If I don't at least clock in, the Royal Guard will grow suspicious. Plus, Ava is totaled. It was their property. Oh yeah, the boat. That's right, the boat. Okay. I'll only be gone for a moment to fix my mistakes. Soroba encouraged this decision, so don't worry. She told me she would accompany you on the journey to Hotland. So hey, it all works out. Again, I'm so sorry about this, but I'll see you later. I wonder what happens if I go back now. Let's go for a run. I like run buttons. it's the other way. Let's get going. No, fuck you. I want to see if there's anyone to talk to. Ah, there's no one to talk to. How old am I? How old do I look? Believe it or not, I was born with grey hair, got it from my father. But yes, I am what they call a senior citizen, which only means I am much wiser than you youngsters. Because I've been around, I do have some interesting history if you would like to hear it. Okay. I don't forget if I had this, if I've read these ones before. I was born during the war, mere weeks before our underground imprisonment. My father was a soldier in King Asgore's army, and a soldier was all he ever became. When my mother got the word that Monsterkind had to withdraw, she refused to leave. Instead, insisted on searching for my father instead. Despite pleas from the officers, there was no change in her mind. I was promptly given to a nanny and raised in this very mountain. But so goes life in such circumstances, not everyone gets it easy. I will say, these kids out here, while they can be bothersome, are lucky. The underground isn't ideal, but from the ripples I grew up feeling, it is much better than the strife of days past. I'm thankful for that. All Star's posse are friends of his from high school, I believe. They started a club to talk about movies and dress up and go on imaginary adventures, almost like Permanent Pumpkin Day. Some think that they're a little old to be doing such things, but it's pretty harmless. What am I saying? It isn't harmless. They harm me almost every day. Did you know that Ace and Mooch installed a speaker system throughout the town? They use it to play little jingles and this dreadful song that loops over and over. It even changes arrangements in certain buildings. Every morning at 7 they wake me up with an eagle screech. I've tried telling Ace that is supposed to be a rooster crow, but he always says roosters and crows can't get together like that. They could if it was true love. Oh my god. What were we speaking about? Humans, huh? Well, I'm afraid there's no sugarcoating it. Humans such as yourself are widely disdained in the underground. Popular to root for their annihilation, even. So much loss, so much grief. The wicked actions of humankind are forever etched in our history, only to subside once King Asgore obtains 7 of their souls and judgment is brought upon the surface. Then you wonder, how can a town like the Wild East exist in such a society? Well, it isn't without its controversy. Most are indifferent, preferring not to acknowledge it. But some make their opinions very clear, stating that the town's making light of a serious situation, or even that we're traitors to Monsterkind itself. Rather harsh, right? I believe everyone who participates is just fascinated with the surface world, whether it be historical or plain old escapism. No, I'm not still at work, Ocean. Fucking... Not at the moment. Maybe later. Maybe later I'll be at work. Just as a treat. There's nothing wrong with finding appreciation for such things, the way I see it. Okay, oh. My opinion on humans? I've spent most of my life disliking humans outright, justifiably so. But as I've aged, I've pondered over my bitterness. I'm not at work! No! Not at work! If I was at work, then I wouldn't be as cheery as I am right now. I forgot I had a drink of water. Brought a drink of water with me because I was coughing and stuff before the stream, because I think I used so there's like this grey pepper stuff that I use for cooking sometimes, and it's nowhere near as good as grinded up peppercorns, but it's quicker to put in, but it also like spreads everywhere and makes you like cough and sneeze and shit. The biggest problem is finding the bloody the pepper grinder thing, because the pepper, salt and pepper I get are these little Saxa grinder things that you get. You basically buy one, and it's like the salt. It's kind of like a one-use disposable salt grinder or pepper grinder or whatever. You buy it for like a few bucks, and you can use it to just grind salt and peppercorns and stuff like that. It's sealed, so you either buy the pepper or the salt one or whatever, and they last forever, and they're really good because it's like actually like ground up salt or pepper or whatever. But the problem is, you can't get a lot of salt or pepper out of them really quickly. You have to sit there and grind it over and over and over again. So I also have like a a thing of like just the normal pepper. But the problem is, if you're not careful with that, then that gets all over the place. It makes you cough. Well, yeah, I grind salt and pepper on, like, you put salt and pepper on things. Used it for cooking earlier today. That's why I was late. I'm trying to cook all of the meals I have in the meal kit before the meat goes bad. And I was dumb, and 2 days this week I went out and got takeaway, and now I've got like I've got 2 meals left, and they all go bad today, so I have to use them all today. No, I'm not grinding pepper into my mouth directly. That'd be fucking dumb. Just crunch, crunch. But no, put it on the things that I'm cooking. I just realized my keyboard has a weird cable thingy. So I can either make the cable come out the left-hand side of the keyboard, like this, which isn't too bad, or I can make it come out of the far right-hand side of the keyboard instead. But if I do that, I lose like 10 centimeters worth of bloody cable. Get in there. I think I actually like the right-hand side cable better. But as I've aged, I've pondered over my bitterness. Thought that perhaps this feud is more nuanced than it first seems. But even with all my years, I still haven't reached the other side, if I ever will. I don't know that I dislike the nature that drove humankind to do what they did. The violence, the selfishness. But that nature can reside in anyone. At the end of the day, it's about an individual's character, you see. Whether or not they carry civility and respect within their soul. So far, I see those traits in you, so I've given you a pass. Anyway, it would be foolish of me to eliminate a potential patron when they have money to spend. My life's dedication. I work with steel, iron, and even a little silver and gold when I'm feeling fancy. Mine & Co. is still uncovering many such materials, so I buy it from them at the beginning of each month, creating creating practical and beautiful items from rubble is endearing. I learned everything I know from a job in New Home where I made armor for royal guards. And the head smith who taught me rumor was that he helped King Asgore forge his mighty trident. Of course, naysayers doubt that it's made of pure magic, but I don't believe them. You do know that Asgore wields a trident, correct? Absolute masterwork as it is. His armor is wonderfully crafted as well. I've heard it's impenetrable. Such a respectable monster must look the part, and he spared no expense. Oh, there we go. I would love to buy more gunpowder, but I just don't have the money. I do have plenty of space left, so... Hello! Yo, exciting news! I just built myself a new computer, and guess what? You can play games on it! Sorry, North Star, but I'm never leaving my room again. There's these videos on Undertale of monsters playing Love Blaster. I'll tell you what, they're playing it all wrong. You're supposed to grab the power-ups, not avoid them. Also, Mew Mew doesn't shoot bullets, she spreads joy. So it's obvious they haven't studied the deep lore like I have. You should come over sometime. We could play a co-op game. Co-op games are good when you play them with somebody who isn't out there to piss you off. I've had a few of them in my day. I don't remember that conversation before. So in these ones, in this game, like, if you talk to people multiple times, you get, like, different, text. Hello again, need a boost. Yep. Wait, what? Hello again, need a boost? I'm gonna need the exact payment, sorry. Oh. I need more money, apparently. I didn't know it cost me money. I suppose it's like 15G or something. Let's earn some money. Okay, 1. Oh, dang it, I done fucked up, didn't I? I'm not gambling! It's pretend gambling! Okay, I gotta be extra careful. Oh, sweet, I won 25 gil. I spent my money on fucking, on iced tea. I can't believe I actually got that. in one go. Normally, like before, it would take me like a million years. Shush up, Flowey. Stop telling me to go. I've got people to talk to. Oh, if it isn't the deputy. Will you sign my needle? Please do. Yeah, sure. How exciting. Here's a pen. Make a few scribbles on one of the fellow's needles. Oh boy. Oh, you don't mind if I sell that needle online. Ta-ta! I want it. It's difficult to win it quick enough to win the 25G. Like, I've won it a bunch of times, but only gotten the 15G. Howdy, deputy. You are the deputy, right? I heard the squad got real peeved off after learning that. Don't worry, I believe in you. Wait, I haven't been extra talking to people. Good luck with the new job. Hello. I was locked up for using my cell phone in the saloon. Dina said it was against Wild East policy. Fair enough, but Northstar has a freaking TV in his house. Oh, that gun, they let me keep it. It's only a model after all. Often do you think they clean these cells? This one has a few too many feathers lying around for my liking. And the wall, there's a patch of moss with a bite taken out of it! The gun done did it! Weird. Don't worry about me, I'm gonna sell my bank account for Baal. Wish me luck. That was the guy that was trying to rob me earlier but kept giving me money instead. Hello. Feisty 5. Well, that drama's settled. It was real rough out there. The 5-5 are like siblings, you know? Every now and then the spat rears its head. Of course, most of the time it's something like Mooch stealing Ed's hat or Star forgetting to turn off his mission machines or something out in the dunes. This is a step above. It ain't my business, but I'm sure it'll all smooth over in time. At least I hope. Family, right? Soroba's little troublemaker, real cute kid. She likes to hang around us in the 5 when her mum's in town. Looks dang intimidating in a cowboy hat too, that's for sure. A little older and she would fit right into our group. See you, son. Have a good work. Though I don't think Soroba would allow it, seeing as we might not be the best influence. Anyway, I've been meaning to ask Soroba where Kaneko's been. School field trip, maybe? She does like to travel around the underground. Though I wouldn't think she'd be allowed to fire ever since... well, I could tell stories for hours, but that's the gist of it, eh? I want to know about Kaneko. What happened? What happened? Had fears of royals barging into town? Your presence did cause a stir. Only natural. The government takes human business seriously. Very seriously. I'm sure you've been hunted and attacked 100 times by now. Happens every once in a while, when a human falls down here. Man, if I didn't have a business to upkeep, I'd let whoever's wronged you have it. Hey, if you're worried that the town's going to be ransacked, I wouldn't be. Royals don't come round here often. I don't think they much care what we do. To my knowledge, last time any representative showed up was to post a flyer on the news board and a notice for some kind of new healthcare program. Old Fluffy Buns and his posse aren't exactly the most active group. Other than chasing the odd human, I don't think they have anything else to spend their time on. Seems Monster Kind has peaked in a way, so I reckon everyone should just come out here and spend their G on a slice of the surface. Haha! Oh, Soroba's partner? Well, kind of a heavy subject. He never really came round in this town back in the day. Didn't like what it stood for, not that the tension was one-sided. Whether it was politics or an unburied hatchet, Star didn't speak highly of the fella neither. There was one time, though. It was after hours, no one here but me. Bam! Front doors swung open and in walks Chujin. He was breathing heavy, worn and rugged, unusual for a clean-cut monster of science. I didn't think he drank, but nevertheless he sat down and ordered a cold one. Asked if something was the matter. All he said was, "I believe I've seen a ghost." Weird, huh? Like a monster? Couldn't be what he meant, right? Who knows? Shoot, I've said too much, haven't I? All in all, I wouldn't bring him up around Star or Soroba. That's a lot of feelings there, you know? Sorry, but I need to be a bit more careful of what beans I spill. It ain't becoming to spread gossip while the widow's still in mourning. Oh, wow. So did Chujin die? So apparently something happened to Kanako, and apparently Chujin's kicked the bucket? Any more people to talk to over here? Nope. Looks like that's it. I can go down here now. Can I buy a hot coffee and take it back to Snowdin? Ah. Okay, I'm gonna head back to... I'm just gonna advance the plot. I don't think there's anything left to do here. Sorry, I'm just trying to figure out if there's any remnants of the fidgeting bug that there was in earlier versions of Undertale. I absolutely love doing that, like going up against the top wall and then just fidgeting about. Oh, one of these days, I think I'm gonna have to sit down and take a look, see at what they've fixed and what they haven't in the latest version of that game. Becoming a pro at this, buddy. At this rate, you'll be able to confront Asgore himself. I'm getting on. Like, how many? I've put 800 minutes into it, which is like over 10 hours, so... Although, to be fair, I have faffed to be out of it. Oh, look! You attempt to turn the pump, but the handle won't budge. Hey, it's a star guy! Sorry, can't talk long, I'm preparing for harvest. You one of those wild east folks? Huh? No, I didn't say anything. Hello. Welcome to Sunnyside Farm. It ain't much, but we call it home. My name's Salon. Solomon. You must be from... Ah, no, don't quit. Ah. Okay, I'm removing the escape key. Wait a minute. No, that's not what I wanted to do. No. Okay, hold on. Ah, fuck. I fucked everything up. I'm sorry. Where's my mouse? Hold on, I can fix this. I done fixed this in the past. I know what to do. I press the button. This is a terrible idea. Why did I do this? I broke everything. There we go. I fixed it. It's fixed. Stupid. I keep bloody well pressing the stupid escape key. I've removed it now. Now I can't accidentally press it no more. I can accidentally press the F4 button, but I'm not doing that. Because last time it fucked up everything. I have to unfuck it up. I have mixed feelings about it all, if I'm being honest. The boy rarely talks to us, it's a shame. He probably thinks we hate his life choices, but that just ain't true. It's because of him that our farm stayed in business during an old drought. This little town attracted monsters to this area after most move away. I believe that deep down, saving the farm was his true motivation, I do. Ain't nothing wrong with you know, wanting to save the farm. Look at all this corn! Cellar is locked. It must be where the harvest is stored. So there's the house. Is this Star's house? Oh, the moon lady! Oh, hello, little one. Are you a friend of my son's? He's always making new friends. I can't keep up. In any case, make yourself at home. Fireplace is riddled with cobwebs. Regular cobwebs. Ah! You check in between the cushions for loose change. All you find are crumbs and corn kernels. Dirty hat similar to Starlow's rests on the rack. Always good to have a backup. A painting of a lush valley surrounded by mountains. What about the water sausage? Stove is oddly high-tech. You feel a slight heat over its surface. Ah. Boots! Look at all them boots. Let's go up the stairs. Picture of Starlow and Soroba as teenagers. Ah, look at that. That's awesome. Nothing special, just the lamp. Whoa, this is a fucking cool ass room, man. Just some floor corn, you know how it is. Double-decker rocket ship, ready to blast off into pleasant dreams. See you, space cowboy. Hey! Cowboy Bebop reference. The Thick Farmer's Almanac, written by Solomon, sits on the dresser. Ah. It has several sticky notes pointing out of its pages. Desk displaying Western memorabilia and a sewing machine. The piece of fabric under the machine has been left unfinished. Oh, that's so cool, and like the stars are all like glowy and shit. Oh my goodness, this is my favorite room in the game. And this is my least favorite room in the game. This door doesn't even open. Oh my god. I can't walk under the house. Ah. Oh, UGPS! Hello again, I have some news. You can now ship yourself if you so choose. Ship myself, what could that mean? Transportation, all for free. If you want to travel, give me a call. I will set to the skies without a care at all. Now I must go, but don't be nervous. Just ring the bell for our service. So I can fast travel. Hello, greetings, hip hop hooray. What can I do for you today? Travel. Where in the world would you like to fly? Just choose the place and the GPS sign. I can go back to Snowdin! But I don't really feel like it right now. But I also do at the same time. Let's give it a try. A fine choice, I cannot scoff. Hop in my basket and we'll take off. You have arrived without a scratch. The journey was fun, but it's time to dispatch. Just ring the bell for further assistance. The UGPS will be there with little resistance. What about the guy with his tongue stuck? And I don't know what's going on these days. Debt? Drama? When did this gang get so serious? Frankly, I liked it when we just played shuffle games at the residence. Want to know my real dream? That's right, I gave this one like a really deep voice, like a Sandy kind of voice. Being a bodyguard, for someone of status of course. Keeping watch while they carry out business, that sounds fun. I know I'd be a pro at it since I've been practicing my pivot. No one could ever sneak by without my blinkers catching them. Look who it is! I didn't think I'd see you back here before the boss. You left on business, that's all. Yeah. I'd spill, you've convinced me. There's a fella who likes to loiter around here, you might have seen him. Yeah, well, we got history. A while back, he set up a shop on our turf. Boss was steaming, real peeved off, you know. But Refill, being the upsitting citizen he is, thought it'd be best to strike a deal. If the fella were to pay us a mortgage, we wouldn't kick him to the cold. Sounds fair, right? Well, his little venture didn't go so well. His end of the deal wasn't exactly kept up, so Refill did what had to be done. What? You don't like our methods? Hey, don't spend money you don't have, is all I'm saying. I'm back here again. I want to know if I can get the coffee for the guy who's got his tongue stuck. Huh? Who are these people? What? Oh, you're the guys that toppled over. I'm so relieved now. Everyone's on the ground safe. I wonder if only children have to deal with this. Monsters climbing all over your head, I mean. Hey, where are you going to next? Anywhere exciting? Can I come? I made them fall over and they were surprisingly... What's going on over here? Clover! Hello! You sort of caught me in the middle of moving, but I don't mind taking a break to chat. What's on your mind? Oh, see this structure here? I've claimed it as my new residency. Of course, it's in no state for living at the moment. I will definitely need help on the construction end of things. Not sure if Pops will like the closed quarters, but I'm sure he'll get over it. He has a tendency to get a big head from time to time. We're working on it. Hi, Pops. I hadn't thought of it till now, but we might have had a crisis on our hands. Half of my luggage here is stocked with corn. Enough to last a week at most, but what then? I suppose I could trek back to my field. But still, that will only get me so far. I don't want to deal with corn withdrawals. Corn withdrawals? I will be mulling over this for some time. Don't mind me. So, have you been journeying through the underground? Your bravery is inspiring. Ruins were only the beginning of our obstacles, I'm sure. Oh, I do regret troubling you, very much so. But with a glass half full mindset, fighting a low-level monster first was good training, right? There are some pretty scary encounters to be had out there. I'm nothing compared to them. So please stay safe. You know, I find it strange. There's so much extra dialogue in this game. Oh my goodness. Makes me yearn for the days of welcome to Corneria. I like swords. Welcome to Corneria. I like swords. Welcome to Corneria. Dang it. We only met mere hours ago, but for some reason it feels like I've known you for years. Time is truly the puzzle we will never solve. Collection of luggage, protecting all of Dal's fancy outfits. Well, I better get back to it. I wish you all the luck in the world, Clover. Go do for others what you did for me. Oh my goodness, so much text. I basically helped Dal move out all by myself. As soon as the exit to Snowdon was open, the others bolted. But not me, nope. I'm loyal like that. Eh. Don't mean to bring the mood down, but the beach house I was eyeing? Down payment alone is like 100 G's. Not 100 G, 100 grand. Oh boy, do I know that one. My down payment for my house was 100 G's. Well, actually, I think it was like 96 G's or something like that. And I got to keep like $400 or $4,000. Not gonna lie, I would like $4,000 right about now. It would help pay some of the bills I have. Look, why is everything so expensive, I swear. Yeah, no, I'm chill about it. Everyone knows the housing bubble is gonna burst. As soon as that happens, I'm cleaning up. So about that, it's very difficult for the housing bubble to burst, or at least around here. Like, basically everything is set up to make it keep going up. Yeah, I do dabble in economics, if you were wondering. Been hitting the market hard lately. I got the sickest portfolio, you would believe it. Every stock I own is in rapid decline. Life is genuinely good right now. Nowhere to go but up. I mean, like, that's one way to look at it. Hey! Maybe some warm coffee will wee my poor tongue. I want warm coffee. You listen, no cone has plan. Go to top of the big hill, big hill. Can see hotlands from big hill. Fire far away, not hurt no cone. Hello. No, I read something else in that same book. It said eat food to stay strong and healthy. I think I've already seen that one from this character. No cone proud of plan, and no cone no intellectual promise. Or show intellectual. No cone show intellectual promise. And get see fire. What on earth was that? I heard something crash and bang. It's a snow castle, how cute. What about over here? So this is where Ice Wolf is. That's right, I think I already, got all the dialogue from Ice Wolf, and he was saying something about how it was, only a temporary job or something. I wonder if the contents of the shop have changed. Yeah, so that's the coffee that was there before. I don't remember if I've seen this or not. They're the peacekeepers of the underground. They set up the stations all around and keep watch for wrongdoers. Typically, they handle small stuffs, schemers and skimmers, you know. But then there are big jobs that don't come around very often. I don't think you've learned about that particular subject in school by the looks of you. Hi Yobo, how's it going? You gotta be really mature before that enters the curriculum, like a high schooler. So, sorry, I wouldn't want to spoil your homework. Aw, imagine spoiling someone's homework. Mo? Oh, more, you want more of something. Coffee, live music? Let me know, I'll see what I can do. No Mo. No more? Oh, alright then. What? Something wrong? You look annoyed. I didn't mean to upset you if I did. How in the world do I communicate with children? Do you like video games? There's an arcade located in the dunes. You should ask your parents to take you there. Did that work? No. Ah, fuck, I pressed buttons. I shouldn't have just been pressing buttons. Weather. Snow should stop falling soon, usually lasts a day at a time. It's all super interesting. The underground is large enough to house its own ecosystem. Did you know that? That's why snow covers the ground and plant life surrounds us despite obvious lack of sunlight. Oh. There's also these gemstone things, but that's a whole other can of snails. Oh, sorry for the lecture. I kind of want to be a teacher when I get older. It's not important. You want to hear a joke? The things I do for customers. I'm sorry, that face is wonderful. Part of me wants that face for my avatar. I think it serves a similar purpose to this one. Alright, let me think. Okay, here's one. Why did the dishonest monster get fired from his job? He was caught lying around. Not even a chuckle? Man. Definitely keeping this off the daily report. You have to report what jokes you said to the customers? I think I've already seen what these people have to say. Oh, the band's gone. Cooler full of honey. I always liked when there was like back doors in like the houses in RPGs. And sometimes you could get extra things by looking at the door, like going behind a house. Maybe I'll check out the band inside. I hear they're pretty kickin'. I hope I'm hip enough to appreciate them at least. They're gone! Lol. Nothing like avoiding life's responsibilities by lounging all day. Been here for 2 weeks, hit the same spot every day. It's so easy to lose yourself out here. Don't even know if I have a job to go back to. Wouldn't that be wonderful? Should be everyone's goal in life. It's difficult for me to tell what text has already been shown or not. Is that a new hat? Love it! Average eyes probably couldn't tell it changed, but my eyes are anything but. For starters, I can't blink! Looks like this bear fell asleep on its way to the resort. Has jars of honey tied to its back. They're getting cold. Oh, that's right, this is a monster. I love being a torch. What's out there? What's out there? No, follow the path! Follow the path! What? Who's following what path? Okay, that was weird. Don't mind me, I'm just explorinating. Oh, I got a notification. And it's just people. I shouldn't encounter random encounters anymore, so it's interesting the way that a game comes by and influences how the other games do things. Pinch pinch, just kidding. I'm so glad the Royal Guard protects our home. Well, not my home really. My home is on my back, and I protect it at all costs. Or it protects me. It's a mutually beneficial relationship. Been thinking of moving soon, actually. There's so many cool places out there. Took a vacation to the Wild East a while back. Maybe I'll move there. It seemed really cool. At least based on my experience as a tourist. So, hello. Oh, I didn't see you there. I'm just staring at this pond for my next landscape study. It reminds me of us, individuals, I mean. Most of it is beautiful perfection at a glance, but then you look closer and see a hole cut right through it. Jagged, invasive, defacing and weakening what should be a masterpiece. Sure, you could fill it in, but it would only be a faux correction to the hole. It may look stronger than before, but the wound will always be present. And again, maybe it's just a pond with a hole in it. I thought starting small would be the best after leaving the ruins. It's a little overwhelming thinking of how much art I can make now. Drawing in increments for sanity's sake, eh? When I feel like branching out, I might try my hand at ice sculpting. I would definitely need a teacher though. There is one monster who is highly proficient at ice magic. They roam the higher elevations south of here, last I heard. Probably too busy for silly art projects, unfortunately. Sorry, but I have work to do. Catch you later. Okay. But what I was gonna say is, I find it amusing the way that a game shows up and then sets a standard, and then like all other games start doing it. One thing that I feel like Undertale has done, and that a fair few games have done after it, is switching off the random encounters after leaving an area. Now, in Undertale's case, this was a really smart move because it made backtracking dead easy. But I don't think that it's something that every game should do. I feel like as if being able to go back and encounter like earlier random encounters is kind of a good thing. Um, one game that encounters this issue, um, pun intended, is Earthbound. So Earthbound has this auto victory system, and so when you go back to like earlier areas in the game, you automatically win against every enemy, which makes sense because like because you fight an enemy and then it's like, oh yeah, well I don't really need to fight this enemy anymore because it's I don't really need to fight this enemy anymore because it's um because I'm stronger than the enemy ever was, like I don't really need to get the experience anymore. But that's a bit short-sighted in the case that, maybe like earlier encounters have a useful like aspect to them as well. Like, for example, say for example you're like halfway through the game and you find a monster that drops like a really useful item or something like that, and then you could use that for like grinding or for like to get that useful item, and then later on you switch off the random encounters so you can no longer encounter that monster, then you can like not get that item anymore. But on top of that, like if you automatically win a battle and the only way to get the item is by stealing the item or something like that, then you're up Paddle Creek. Same thing goes if you want to learn like enemy skill or blue magic. Like if there's a mechanic that lets you learn magic from enemies, then you kind of get locked out of ever being able to get that magic ever again. And Final Fantasy kind of understands this. It doesn't really lock you out of or most of the games don't really lock you out of that many encounters. It depends. It depends on which game in the series. Like some of them do have like plot events that drastically change the world or something like that. But for the most part, the game does respect your choice to go back and encounter earlier monsters. But on top of that, sometimes it's just fun. Sometimes it's fun to see how far you've progressed and fight a monster that was so difficult back in the day, back when you first started the game, and then you fight them, and then it's like a pushover, like a one-hit sort of thing. It's fun sometimes. And I think that switching off the random encounters for earlier areas you kind of lose a bit of that, like you lose a bit of like now I can never go back and play I can never go back and fight against that enemy, like that crab enemy, and get him to pop out of his shell anymore and see the cool design of that enemy anymore, because I'll never encounter it again because the encounters are switched off for this area. So it's like, I don't think every game should do it. I think that some games should do it, and it's a cool idea. Um, because in games like Undertale, like they switched them off, but then they also made the monsters like become NPCs, which was a really smart idea. Like if they'd have just switched encounters off, then that would have really sucked. I would have been way more upset about it. But now the but now but now that they've added it so that the NPCs are there, it's like, oh yeah, it's an NPC. Just fucking I can actually talk to these people now. You know, like there's purpose in going back now, rather than just the kind of the silly reasons to go back and fight monsters that I just mentioned and stuff like that. You know. But anywho, I was called over to break down this large boulder, but man, it looks really tiring. I'll probably be a while before anyone can enter. Mostly because I don't want to start. This big imposing rock seems to be perfectly blocking the cave entrance. Passing looks impossible for the time being. Ah. Hi, Corn. Brr, sure is chilly out here. Nothing a smile can't persevere through, though. I'm waiting for my siblings to find their way out. We're all going to migrate to a warmer environment, somewhere where we can really plant some roots. Before you leave us, you should try hugging someone. You never know how effective it may be. I call it a sweet corn challenge. Original text of the sign is crossed out. Now it reads, entry forbidden. Wait, I still can't go back to the ruins? I thought... Okay. Well, that's how you want to play it. But anywho. Wait a minute, there wasn't anything over here. Yeah. I'll have to remember that boulder for later, I suppose. I hope it actually does get cleared out. Dun, dun, dun. So there's the USPS place, but I'm actually going to... So there was one area I didn't explore. And it was up here. Strange, that wasn't a handsome... That wasn't a handsome bridge last I looked. Was it always that way? Where am I? Anyone down here? Just the pillow to land on. The pudding is... I'm up, yeah. Is there school today? Am I late? Did I miss it? What time is it? Oh, I'm never going to be able to fall back asleep now. I was having this great dream about clementine pudding. It's delicious, and now I'll never be able to go back to... Now I don't know where the pudding is. Wait. So he like cycles his text. That's interesting. I do wonder how they go about like storing the text in the back end of the game. Like, if I was gonna do it, I would make it so that each NPC had like a conversation object of some sort, like a conversation progress object. And what it would do is it would like when you talk to them, it would like advance the text. But maybe there would be like maybe like every time you talked, maybe what I would do is I would have a list of objects, and that object would be like, and that object would have like the text and all of that sort of stuff in it, but it would also have like a how to proceed or what to change afterwards, like maybe maybe like a set of properties to tell it what to do once the message box was done or something. I gotta go back. I want to go back to the ruins. The dump was a total bust. No anime to be found at all. Just like 8 identical piles of trash. It sucked. Wait, was this here before? What? What's this? I thought this bridge was like blocked or something. What's this? The remains of your recent chaotic escapade. You hope Ava will get well soon, poor thing. Well-used tool bench. You can smell the sawdust that covers the surface. I think this is Martlet's house. The leather-bound book's title reads Martlet's Day to Day. You flip an early page and see an entry. Read it? Yeah, sure. Entry 3. So far, living on my own has been boring. I don't know what to do with myself most of the time. Sure, I have a TV, but monsters don't exactly produce much content. My mum says I need a job, but more importantly, I need a hobby. The guy who built my balcony seemed to enjoy what he was doing. Maybe I'll ask him to teach me how to. I don't know, nail planks to wood, planks of wood to houses. Would be a start, Ubu. Continue, yes! You flip through a few pages. Entry 8. I think this tinkering thing is for me. I knew my B- in art class had a purpose, and Mr. Chujin is so nice. He gladly took my wings under his wing, and now I'm making wooden blocks. Sounds boring, but I'm working towards carving a bunch of them. To build one of those wooden tower games. Chujin thought it would be a good beginner project. Yeah. Wait, Chujin! You flip through a few more pages. Entry 19. I had a conversation with Mr. Chujin last night. We're about to start making contraptions like robotics. Turns out he specialized in engineering at the Steamworks. He said he doesn't talk about his past job much out here. Likes to keep things casual while helping out the townsfolk. So I asked him why he's helping me like he is. He said he has a daughter named Kaneko. The world, as it is a dark place, he said, a place unfit for a kid. He believes that small acts of kindness will lead to a better world. Not only for him or me, but for Kaneko. So yeah, got a little deep there, but I get it. Him teaching me would, in theory, lead to me teaching someone else a Tetra. And then I teach someone else. And then he'd teach, and then they'd teach, and then they'd all teach everyone everything. Sounds like he wants to leave a lasting legacy or something. You guys got big aspirations, that's for sure. Can't relate. Continue. That's so much text. Why did I pick a game full of text? Oh my goodness. I do this all the time. I always have games that are full of so much text. Entry 27. Well, I couldn't procrastinate any longer. I had to get a job. Signed up for the Royal Guard. I'm not one for combat, but with my new skills, I could make a mighty fine puzzle. I had to tell Chujin the good news, so I brought it up while we were on break. To my surprise, he wasn't happy. He said the job was dangerous, that humans themselves are dangerous. I don't want to believe what he told me, but the look in his eye was incredibly sincere. So yeah, on the bright side, I can stave off my newfound paranoia, because I was assigned boring lab duty. Stand outside the lab doors and keep watch. Fun. The following entry is ripped out. Leatherbound books, huddle read. Oh, no, I don't want to read it again. No, ah! No, stop, please. No, stop pressing button, hands. I want to go. Oh my god, it's locked. Why is everything always locked? I can't believe this game. Oh my god, this door's locked too. I want to go into the door. Well, use Toolbench. You can smell the sawdust. Yeah, that's right. I already read that one. Ah, dang it. All I got was a book. So I think that's about it for this area. I just need to go back to the USPS person, and I also forgot to ask about mail. I might have more mail. Wait, what? What's here? Okay, so apparently I can... the collision detection is like 1 pixel wide for this. Like, I can hold left and then go up and then I just stop. Okay. Why am I so tired? I got plenty of sleep last night. Like, I didn't get to bed late. I woke up when I felt like it. I need to stretch my arms for a bit. I think I might actually get up and get a drink and stuff. I will be back in a moment. Hello, I'm back. Hi, Sojourneys. I was getting a drink. Some nice music to get a drink to. Just the Snowden music. Why is it so loud again? This is weird. I keep turning it down and there's like no room on the dial left to turn it down. It keeps being loud. Just on my end though. Hello, greetings, hip hip hooray, what can I do for you today? You have a watch? If you don't, that's fine, because you know what time it is. Mail time, mail time! I got a mail! And I truly hope you like your mail. As for me, I must set sail. I want to read the mail. Spam letter 8. Hello, Underground friend, and thank you for taking the time out of your busy schedule to read this message. We're here at the Society for Monster Health. We here at the Society for Monster Health, SMH, are reaching out for support in our noble mission of putting an end to unsolicited spam mail. This unwanted clutter is an extra stress and possible danger to mental state of monsters everywhere, in addition to putting needless physical strain on our poor mail monsters. Please join the fight against wasteful spam mail by signing up for our petition today. Wait, no. Go back. Delve letter. Huh? What was that? I swear there's like something crawling around in the walls or something. But anyway, greetings, Clover. Life has been a treat since we last saw each other. I packed up all of our belongings and set out for Snowden. I recently found a nice place to settle down. I think you'll like it. Oh, and all of the neighbors moved out with me. I'm not too sure where each one went, but I know they're doing well. I'm also taking art lessons from Panilla now. She gave me the cold truth and said my art needed lots of improvement. It stung at first, but then I remembered that you should always aim to improve yourself. Look at me rambling again. I hope the mail service doesn't charge extra for that. It was nice to talk to you again, even if it is over written text. Please visit me in the future. Life is getting a lot better, Dalv. So, I did already see Dalv. As a matter of fact, he is like 2 screens below where I am, isn't he? He's like maybe 3 screens. Yeah, there we go. There he is. I don't mind the mail system. I think it's a bit nicer than the call system in Undertale, because the call system kind of made you call everyone every time. Okay. Wait, no, I pressed the wrong button. No, I pressed the wrong button. Let's travel. So I could go back to the Wild East, or I could explore the dunes again. I'm just doing some chill exploring. The isometric feel of this particular area feels a lot like Earthbound. Goggle wibble woo. Smile and laugh like you understood the tune, bud. This area gives me a bit of desert in Earthbound vibes. Whoa. Golden Caves up ahead. So this is where everything collapsed. You know what? I didn't think about what game I should do after I beat this one. There's nothing here of conceivable use to you. Because, like, I'm not actually sure what I want to do outside of this game. The new Ace Attorney game is coming out soon, so maybe I'll do that. Maybe by the time I'm done with this, that game will be released. I don't think I'll be able to afford it though. Mostly because the next month or so is going to be a bit tight on budget because I got some medical bills coming up, and that's always I really do. I wish that. Whoa, what's going on here? I was going to say I wish that Medicare covered more of the expenses, but alas, they do not. What the fuck is this? I entered this cave to find treasures, but all I found were these fellas instead. They hopped up to me, and now I guess we're buddies. Is that how that works? In any case, nice. Are they just like tiny froggets or something? What's this? A beautiful, delicious-looking golden cactus catches your eye. Take it? Yeah, sure. Got the golden cactus. If there's any treasure around, you can have it. I think these funky frogs are all I need now. Oh, and my brother, I guess. He's okay. Sometimes happiness is just a couple pals chilling in a cave. Other times, it's more complicated. Mine is definitely the former, because I can't even spell the word complicated. Anyway, out, say hi to my brother for me, eh? What is the cactus? It's a G cactus. Heals 15 HP for 3 turns. First bite hurts for 5 HP. Ah. Forbidden snack. Interesting. Anyone else to talk to? It's this guy. Couldn't stand that sandstorm. Wait a minute, what did he actually say? I couldn't sandstorm that sandstorm. Well, there you go. Bum, 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 bum. No switch. Sandstorm Darude! Seal is drawn in permanent marker. Should move some waterfall, bro. Much cooler. Yeah, I think I already talked him, exhausted his talking options. come back here? Flowey, are you gonna tell me what am I doing back here every single time I talk to you? I swear. If I hadn't have come back here, I never would have gotten the G cactus. Ooh. Oh, there's nothing down here. Okay. Okay. It's just a rock now. That's right. Outside was... Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay, so this leads to the same place. Okay, so we explore... We'll explore this first. Does this still have the glitch where you walk up against an upper wall and hold down and your character spazzes out? Yeah, no, it doesn't. It doesn't do it in this one. I think they patched it in the later versions of Undertale, and this might be based off a later version of Undertale. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if they just used Undertale or not to make this. I do know that they got the endorsement of Toby Fox to make this though, which is really neat. Hi Osen, how's it going? In case the conveyor belt ceases to work, fix it. Oh, no shit. But how do you fix it? Oh my goodness. Nice cool drink of cordial. Lemon, what does WB stand for? Is it welcome back? I don't know. I'm just gonna ask. Here's if I use stairs. No. There are no stairs. What? I don't know what I like more. The fact that the inside of this elevator is all fancy and shit, or the fact that there's an NPC who comments about how they wasted all their money on the elevator. Lemon, I noticed you have a crown. What does that do? That means you have Prime Gaming. Okay, cool. Ah, dang it, I clicked on a button. Sorry, this game is broken. It's definitely nothing to do with my setup. One day, I would really like to have one of them fancy setups where you have two computers in the same case, and you use one for streaming and you just capture the video from the other one instead. Okay, that's the end of the drink. May or may not still be awake. Listen, just because I get paid time and a half on Saturday doesn't mean I'm still working. You know, I remember back in the day seeing somebody demonstrating, I think it was NerdCubed, was demonstrating their stream setup, and the case had room for two computers in it, and he basically had a smaller, less powerful computer in the top compartment, and he used that to capture and actually run the stream, whereas he used the other one to actually run the game on. And that's such a cool idea. Oh, there was just enough room for two. There was enough room for a micro ATX board and a full-size ATX board. and it was just split between two different compartments. It was so cool. I so want one, but I wouldn't be able to afford that shit. As a slime, I'm busy. Like, I was struggling to buy secondhand parts to get this computer working. This computer is pure hand-me-downs and secondhand parts. No, except the graphics card. The graphics card I bought like I think it was about 8 years ago now. And that was one of the coolest days ever. At the time, I wasn't paying for like rent or mortgage or anything like that. So I just had a full-time job and I was just getting disposable income and shit like that. And so and I accidentally broke the GPU in my old computer. So what I did was what GPUs, I'll explain in a moment. So this was back in, I think it was 2016, might have been 2017, but I needed a new GPU, and none of my other GPUs really worked, and I was like, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna do it. And at the time, the best GPU you could get was a GTX 1080. So I walked into the MSY, and I went up and I was like, I went up to the store, and there was a clerk behind the counter sort of thing, and as I walked up, he's like, oh, hi, how's it going? How can I help you today? And I was like, oh, can I help you today? And I was like, yes, you certainly can. I would like one GTX 1080, good sir. And he was like, it was like, right away, sort of thing. And fucking walks up, went and grabbed the GPU, and he's like, I assume this is for your personal rig? And I was like, yes, it is. It was like a $900 graphics card. Oh my goodness. How do you accidentally break a GPU? So my previous GPU was a GTX 980 that I had bought secondhand, and I migrated my computer into I bought it secondhand for like $300, and when I moved my computer into the new case, it didn't fit in the new case. And rather than doing the sensible thing, so it didn't fit in that it was too tall for the case, so I couldn't close the lid on the case. And rather than doing the sensible thing and just leaving the case open, rather than doing the sensible thing and leaving the case open and just running without the side panel, I tried to bend the heat pipes into place. And what I didn't understand was that there was a vapor in those heat pipes that needed to stay in the heat pipes. So I just fucking bent them down so that it would fit, and it fit, but it did not run for very long. I fucked that one up real good. Yeah, played so much Minecraft with max settings and shaders, yeah. No, but yeah, no, so at the time I only had a GTX 960, which, like, it was okay, but it wasn't really doing things like VR or anything like that. So I went when the opportunity to get the 980 instead showed up, I was like, yeah, sure, I'll take it. But it didn't last very long because, like I said, when I moved to the new case, I had to I ended up breaking it. But then afterwards I was like, you know what? I'm sick of secondhand bullshit ass nonsense cheap GPUs. So I spent $900 on a brand new GTX 1080, and it has been a wonderful card. it has lasted ever since. It has done an excellent job. Like, it handles things so well. The only thing it doesn't really do, for my purposes, is, ray tracing stuff. But now it's a very old card. Like, back when I bought it, it was the most powerful card you could get. And I was pissed because, like, a few months later, the GTX 1080 Ti came out. And I was like devastated. I was like, oh my god, I just spent all this money on this card and now there's a brand new card. But I never once regretted that decision. Like, at the time I had so much disposable income that I could just afford it. What would happen is they would pay us once every month. So what would happen is I get like $4,000 a month. And one day I was just like, yeah, no, fuck it. I've got $4,000. I'll go get a graphics card. 1080 is it's been a really good card. Like, if I'm honest, like, I'm not biting at the, I'm not munching at the bit to bloody well replace it. Like, sure, it's old, but it's still pulling its weight. Like, it's doing the streaming perfectly fine. It rendered Assassin's Creed Syndicate just fine. I don't really play a lot more, like, newer advanced games, and if I'm honest, the PS5 does most of the work when it comes to, like, newer stuff, like Final Fantasy 16 and stuff like that. Like, the PS5's basically the equivalent of a 2070, so I don't have to worry about faffing about with settings either. Although, that being said, don't get me wrong, I love gaming on the PC. I'll sit there and tinker with settings all day, but seen someone complained about having a 6-year-old GPU, and it was a 1080. I thought if you didn't upgrade every computer part every 3 weeks, and wouldn't even be able to play Minesweeper. If you can't play games on a 1080, there's something wrong with the computer. But the 1080 is a wonderful card. Like, I've really enjoyed it because I spent so much on the card. It was like a high quality card. Like, it came with all the bells and whistles and shit, and it's just lasted. It doesn't even have a fancy cooler on it. Like, it's basically just got one big fuck off fan and just vents out the back, but it keeps cool. There's no problem with it. Like, it's a really nice card. Like, if I'm honest, right now I'm looking at cards and it's like $3,000 for a decent card, and I'm like, get fucked. That's too much. Way too much. Like, I paid $750 for the PS5. And that's doing the job. It's more than doing the job of playing, like, modern games and shit. But anyhow, just tricked some chump into doing my job for me. Told them the foreman wanted him on minecart duty. Huh. How did that look? It was only a prank. Yeah, like, the 1050 is a good card as well. Like, I have a PC hooked up to my TV at the moment that I use as like a home theater PC, and it has a 1050 Ti in it, and part of the reason why I put a 1050 Ti in it was because basically I got the computer and there was something wrong with it, and it turns out the GPU was the problem. But the rest of the computer is really worth having. It's got like it's an ITX form factor, so it doesn't have like the, and it doesn't have the PSU built into it and all of that sort of stuff. Don't get a 1050 Ti today if you want to buy new channels. Yeah, no, like, the 1050 will struggle on newer things. So will the 1080. But the thing with so I ended up so a friend of mine gave me their old computer because they didn't want it anymore because it was broken and they've already replaced it, and it turned out to be an ITX. It was like an Alienware with an ITX motherboard and everything, but it was so small, and it just kind of it was just kind of the perfect size for putting on the entertainment unit. It had this big fuck off power brick, but so long as it works, it's fine. I can hide the power brick. But the problem was that it even had like a disk drive and USB 3 and all of this sort of stuff. Like it had a Sandy Bridge i7 in it, which is an old but powerful CPU. So it's older. It's not gonna it's not the best CPU, but it was a really powerful CPU for the time. So it can hold its own, but the big problem was that the GPU was busted in it, and so I tried replacing the GPU, and it turns out I replaced the GPU with another busted GPU, so I ended up throwing out those GPUs, but because I didn't have a spare GPU, I decided I'd just go out and buy one, and there was a GTX 1050 Ti on sale for like $100 or something at the local entertainment exchange, and turns out the 1050 Ti, one of the biggest problems I had with fitting a GPU in there was that I had troubles plugging in the PCIe power connector because because it was a small case, but there was enough room for the GPU. But usually what would happen is you go to plug the GPU in up the top and the connector would stick out and you couldn't close the case. But I bought this 1050 Ti, and to my delight, when I got it home, it doesn't have a PCIe power connector on it. It is passively powered just from the PCI port itself. So I didn't need to give it the auxiliary power. And so it ended up being a really slim and really powerful card, and we've been able to play all kinds of games on it. Like I run RetroArch emulator on it and stuff like that, and it runs smoothly. Like up until that point, I've been using like Android TV boxes and shit, and every time I tried to run Super Nintendo games on it, it would just chug. I'd run Chrono Trigger on the thing, and it would run the game just fine. But if I tried to turbo or do anything fancy with it, like CRT shaders or something like that, it would chug. The turbo was kind of like running turbo at like 1.3 times. It was terrible. I had all kinds of Bluetooth issues, and most of it was down to the fact that it was just running Android, and RetroArch has a lot of overhead, and the ARM CPU isn't quite as powerful and can do quite as many things. So I figured, I'll give the PC a try instead. So I tried the PC, put the new GPU in it, and the emulator just runs so nice. It just runs. When I turbo, it goes like a billion speed. It's nice. But we've been running games circa around about 2015 or so on it, and it performs perfectly fine. Right now we're playing Oblivion on it, and it has no problems handling Oblivion. Most of the games I've thrown at it it's been able to handle, and old Scum VM games would be able to handle it. I don't know that I handle Crisis. But I don't play graphically intensive games that much. I can't even think of a game that I'd play on it that is graphically intensive, maybe Minecraft, but you can just run Optifine and Minecraft runs better. Um, but yeah, no, but how we're gonna use that computer to become a League of Legends champion. It's actually a really neat computer. I wonder if I can bring up the. I wonder if I've got a picture of it. So I might be able to bring up a picture of it. Hold on a second. Um, oh, it's a bit dusty, but I think we can work with it. Hold on. I think I might be able to. So I have the safe browser tab. Can I just like, there it is. So there's the computer. Sorry if it's a bit dusty. I didn't dust before taking the photo. But there it is. It is such a nice, like, it just fits so nicely in there, and it looks pretty good. Like, I know it's got the Alienware branding and everything, so it's a bit, you know, it's a little bit pretentious, but like, I got it for free, so it's like it just kind of works. This is a good one. A lot of this shit I've ended up getting for free. Like those speakers I got for free as well. I got the TV for cheap because I got time in lieu at work that I cashed in to get the TV, and the entertainment unit's just from IKEA. I think the most expensive thing in this picture is the AVR unit right next to it. I got that for like $450 on sale, and the only reason I needed to pay that much is because they're fucking expensive, and it was the only way to drive the speakers. You can also see the edge of the other entertainment unit I've got. I wonder if I've got a photo of it. Hold on a second. I'm just being dumb right now. Let's take a look-see. So the, this is the other one. So this is the other entertainment unit I've got. And it's got like the TV and all that sort of stuff. So the entertainment unit cost me $10. And the TV, the CRT, I got for $40, and I got a friend to drive it up from Melbourne. And it's a really nice TV. It has a couple issues. Some of the RCA jacks are a bit dodgy, and I need to fix them. But overall, solid TV. I really like it. Right now, I don't actually have the PS2 and the NES hooked up. I've actually got a different PS2 because I had to sell the one in the picture to pay mortgage. But I've got this one, but I ended up getting a different PS2 and an Xbox hooked up to it at the moment. And that's been pretty cool. But I also I found out that I had CRT, NES, and the brick PS. Yeah, well, the NES is currently just packed away. But I also updated it from this picture. I added a HDMI box to it. That could convert a HDMI signal into a television signal.
Working.
yeah, blah blah. I actually do. Yobo, you've just reminded me. I do have a GameCube hooked up to it as well. I ended up going for the whole trio. But let me just take this photo. This is actually technically a video. But so what I ended up doing was so this is a video that I took because I finally got it to output the computer to the TV. And so I actually got this HDMI box thing that converts HDMI to composite, and I actually got a signal out of it. So now I can watch old like television shows and shit like that on the CRT. But yeah, this is a more updated view because it's got the Xbox and the PS2. And there is a GameCube in the in one of the drawers there. It's my only GameCube. I finally got one. I never had a GameCube before. And I finally got one, and it's a very weird system. I don't really play it that much. I should play it more because well, I paid for it, so I think I do have a photo of it. Do I have a photo of it? Yeah, I do. So, wow, this one has like all the fucking definition. You can see all the specs on the floor and shit. But hold on. So where is it? I've saved it to a weird folder. But there it is. You can see the GameCube in there now. I didn't used to like GameCube controllers, and that was because but Siege went. I don't know. Siege is like $40. Listen, I'm in poor Albert mode. There's a reason I'm playing a free game today. Speaking of free games, what time is it? Okay, it's like it's like 10:15. It's fine. Oh, I just realized that it puts the fucking file name up here. It's a good thing I didn't have anything. It's a good thing there's no like info in the file name up here. I should probably take a look, see what other people are doing for like image viewers and shit like that, so that I don't end up fucking accidentally doxing myself or something. Not that I'm worried about that, but you know. Yeah, no, so that Xbox is actually that Xbox I had to revive. So I actually got not one, but two Xboxes for $10 each. The first one I found at Tiny's Green Shed, and I forget where I think I might have found the second one at Tiny's Green Shed. So the thing is, like, I've got the browser window set up on my so I can do things like watch YouTube and stuff like that. But so the Xbox, so both of the Xboxes had exploded clock capacitors in them. And so I had to repair the Xbox, because what had happened was when you plug the Xbox in, it would just automatically turn on, and I actually didn't know that was non-standard behavior for the Xbox. I actually thought that that's just how the Xbox worked. But no, it turns out when you plug it in, you're supposed to press the button and then it starts. But it turns out that the Xbox is smart enough to be able to detect if the power button is not properly connected and automatically boot if it's not. And so that was, and it turns out the reason why it thought it was not connected was because the clock capacitor inside it had exploded, and the chemicals had eroded away the trace for the button, because the trace of that button is near where the clock capacitor is. So I had to open it up, clean it all up, and then replace the clock capacitor in it, and now it works. And so yeah, it's good. I like it. Is happy. So I did end up, so I sold the old PS2, and so I sold the old PS2 because I needed money. And then afterwards, when I had a bit more money again, I bought a replacement, and so I bought the silver one. So the silver one was actually really, really good to have, because it's a 55 SCPH 55,000. So, well, I didn't buy the PS2 back. I bought a different PS2. I like this one better because it's a silver PS2, and it reminds me of the PS2 that I had when I was a kid. And so, which is another PS2 that I had to sell. I've actually had a lot of PS2s. So my brother had a PS2, then I bought a PS2, and it was like the normal one. Because at one point my brother decided he wasn't going to let me use his PS2 anymore, and he moved out, so I had to buy my own one. And I bought it, but it broke. It broke in the way that the second controller port, the second controller port didn't work anymore, and I played a lot of two-player games. So I was like, okay, I'll buy a replacement one. And when I bought the replacement one, I got a silver one because I liked the color. I thought it was cool. And that was the one that I spent the most time on as a kid. I actually gave away the broken one to a friend of mine, so I had a friend who really, really, really wanted a PS2, but they were like they were basically living in poverty. Like at the time they didn't even have a car, and they were taking the bus everywhere. They were basically trying to make ends meet, and I was like, well, you can have this if you want. It's, it's got a broken controller port, but aside from that, it works. And and I gave it to them, and their parents insisted, kept trying to insist on giving me money for this broken PS2, and I was like, chill, it's fine, I don't care. Just take it. I'm not using it. It's more worth to you guys than it is to me. My goodness. It was kind of indicative of how downtrodden they were with finances and shit like that they were just kind of like, no, we insist on giving you money for this PS2. And I was like, I don't care. I just wanted to cheer up my friend, but yeah, but I had that silver PS2 for a really long time, but I sold it to get a PS3 in 2008. I sold it with 38 games so that I could buy a PS3 for $380 still. It was one of the worst deals of my life. Yep, I'm going to sell a PS2 with 2 controllers and 38 games so that I can still pay you half of the PS3. And the PS3 came with 2 games, one of which was Sonic 06. But I sold that PS2. Afterwards, I missed my PS2 because I still had half of my PS2 collection left. And I wanted to play them again, so I bought a replacement. I bought a PS2 Slim, and I thought I'd use it a whole bunch, but it turns out it was a shit PS2 Slim, and it kept turning off whenever you bumped it. So I just never used it. Then later on, I bought a second PS2 Slim in the hopes of like actually being a replacement, and that was a solid system. It wasn't bad. But then later on, I would go to buy like now the details are kind of fuzzy, but I bought something like 3 PS2s over a very short period of time. I bought one that I saw had the iLink port on it. But it also came with a network adapter. So I bought it then and then, because the moment that I saw the network adapter, I was like, yep, I want that, because network adapters are very rare here because they didn't sell them here. So, or at least I don't think they did. It was very difficult to find network adapters. So I bought it just for the network adapter. But then I think I bought like another one at Tiny's Green Shed for like, I think it was like $40 or something. And I had 2 of them, and they were both the same model number. And turns out they were both the same model number, but they were completely different on the inside. It was insane. I could not believe it. But the first one I bought, the one with the network adapter, had a mod chip installed on it, which was really nice. That was kind of the reason why I got it, because I was like, if it's got a network adapter on it, it might have a mod chip installed as well. And it did, and that was very good. So I had both of these, and I tried to fix up the one that had a mod chip, clean it up, and then mod it all up and everything. But that ended up going badly because I damaged some of the components inside, some of the ribbon cables. But I was like, oh, it's fine. I'll open up the other PS2 and then use the parts from that one. And I opened it up and it was completely different. Like, the internals were just like fucking, like, completely different. It was insane. I was like, it's the same model number. What the fuck? But yeah, no, and so, and I had never seen a PS2 that looked like that before. It was insane. It had 2 motherboards. I didn't even know that that was a thing that they did, but it turns out that they did. But I learned that the model number I had was not only really dodgy because it was an older system, but like it had a louder fan, it had a less reliable laser, and all of this sort of stuff. So I said to myself, you know what? Screw this. I'm not gonna keep bothering with these cheap PS2s, even though it has a mod chip, because it turns out you can soft mod the PS2 now. So what I did was I went out and I looked for the 55,000 series, which is the best version of the PS2. It's the fat model, so it still has the network adapter stuff and the hard drive bay. Doesn't have a dodgy barrel jack connector like the slim models have, and slim models are really kind of bad. But it doesn't have the iLink port, but you know, the iLink port is used for like 3 games or something, so it doesn't matter. And so I went looking around and I found one, and that's what I have in this picture here. Is this is the PS2 that I was using. I think I don't think you can see the iLink port there. So yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the PS2 in that photo. But so I was using that PS2. It was all modded up. It had games on it and all of this sort of stuff. It was a very, very good system. Um, but then I needed to pay for mortgage, and it turns out the system was worth like $100. And I was like, okay, fine, I'll sell it. And then afterwards, later, I was just like, afterwards I had some extra money, and I was like, oh, well, I was at the CX, and they had this one, and same exact model number, a really good condition system, even came with the controller, and I was like, wonderful, I'll pick it up. I think I paid like I paid more than I sold the old PS2 for it, but at least I got a nice PS2 out of it, so I'm pretty happy about that. And that's my current system. That's the one I'm running right now. It has, and it's got the same network adapter and everything in it, so it's running free McBoot, and I can basically just run games off the hard drive. That PS2, has a larger hard drive in it than my PS5 does. It has a 2 terabyte hard drive in it, and my PS5 only has 800 gigabytes. Oh my goodness. Like, you couldn't make up this shit. You really couldn't, but anywho, I also got component cables for both the Xbox and the PS2, and it looks really nice on this monitor. Like, it's actually like one of my favorite things to output on it. But anywho, I should get back to the game, I think. But yeah, sorry to go on the tangent. Yeah, I do have a PS5. The PS5 I bought like very shortly before I entered a mortgage. I basically... How many PS2s have you sold? Well, I gave away one. I sold the silver one, and I sold my black one. I still have both of the 30,000 ones, and I still have both of my slim PS2s. But the 30,000 ones are both broken because I managed to break ribbon cables in both of them, which is so annoying. Thinking of the building computers too from earlier, someone should build a computer case that fits consoles inside. Like a PS2 on the bottom, a GameCube in the top left, etc. That'd be an interesting idea, to just 3D print a case that fits all the systems or something. So yeah, no, I would have bought 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 PS2s, and I would have sold 3 of them. Wait, no, 2 of them. Only 2 of them, actually. I sold 2 of them and I gave away 1. But yeah, no, PS2, for me, PS2 is kind of like my childhood system. Like we got a PS2 back in 2004, I think it was. And I would have been about 11 at the time, so that system kind of ushered in my my early teens. But that being said, we were playing them beforehand because my best friend had had one, and so I would go over to his place and we would play all kinds of games. That was a couple of years before my brother got one. But I remember wanting one so badly because I wanted to play Kingdom Hearts. And Kingdom Hearts was a good game. I got to play Kingdom Hearts at the Better Electrical demo machine, and I was just like, yes, I want this game. It's Final Fantasy. It's Disney, it's 3D with voice acting and shit like that. Little did I know it didn't have voice acting for long. Classic Battlefront 2, yeah. No, I played the fuck out of Kingdom Hearts and Kingdom Hearts 2 when I finally got them. And another one that I played the fuck out of was Burnout 3. My brother bought that one. He came home one day because the story he told me was that he went to the store. Apparently, he went to one of his friend's house, and they showed him this game that where you would drive recklessly and get points and shit like that. And he and he was kind of like, oh, this is a really cool game. I'm gonna go pick it up. And then when he went to go to the store to pick up the game, sorry, I'm just moving a couple windows so I can see my volume again. He went to the store to pick up the game, and they didn't have a copy of the game. And the game he was looking for was Burnout 2. And they were like, oh, well, we don't have a copy of Burnout 2, but Burnout 3 has just come out. Do you want a copy of Burnout 3 instead? And he was like, all right, I'll bite. And he picked it up and brought it home, and it was so fucking awesome. Like, he came home and he showed me this game, and we played it for hours and hours and hours. Like, I was so hooked on that game. Like, I spent fucking, like, every day after school, I would come home and play that game. I was like, yep, I would have friends over, they would play, we would both play the game. Like, we absolutely loved like the crash mode and the road rage mode and all of this sort of stuff, because up until then, racing car games never encouraged you to do anything dangerous. Like, they never encouraged you to do things like slam your enemies into traffic or something, or drive on the wrong side of the road, or catch air, or do drifts and stuff like that, you know. I absolutely loved it. I eventually I got my own copy of Burnout 2, and Burnout 2 is my favorite one. Like, it's like, don't get me wrong, I love Burnout 3 to bits. It is a great game, but I think Burnout 2 is the better game. Burnout 2 is a bit more basic, but I think it's because it's less over the top, it's more fun. It like small things like, you know, just getting a little bit of air in Burnout 2 is so much more rewarding, whereas in Burnout 3 it feels like you're flying all over the place. I remember we were so excited for Burnout 4, and then we got Burnout 4, and Burnout 4 went way over the top with the destruction. You could take down normal cars, and it was too much, to be honest. Like, that's my biggest slight against Burnout 4, is that there was too much destruction. I never thought of it that way. Burnout 3, however, strikes a really good balance. It's probably the best game in the series, but my favorite is still 2. I eventually got 2 and I loved it. I didn't like 1. 1 was kind of dodgy, but anywho, isn't he crapping on about this shit again? I should pay attention to what I'm doing. Why are you staring? I swear, it's all you kids do, swearing. Fucking shit and crap and stuff. Swear, swear, swear. It's okay, I already said that I swear on the stream. Caution, falling rocks. Oh hey, I'm just admiring the view. It's just on my way to talk to the foreman, yep. The boulders stopped falling a while ago. My teacher never taught me it could rain rocks down here. Weather, crazy stuff. Well, I'm gonna go soon. Hope my eternal gratitude helped you. I didn't check to make sure this guy was done with his talkies. Don't you have somewhere to be? Hopscotch game or something? Go on, get. I do like some of the designs of these monsters. They definitely remind me a lot of the original Undertale. Can you believe I'm still mining? I'm just that committed to my job. You think Angie heard that? I'm confined to these brown walls forever. I love the sound that he makes when he's mining. I hope you've had a good time at Mining Co. So I forget which way is the actual way. Okay, so that just dumps me out. Hello. One day I'm going to travel down this belt myself. I want to see where it leads. Do it! Hope that enthusiastic miner doesn't end up like Mia from Hollow Knight. No! No! Oh my god, no! Oh! Oh, fucking Hollow Knight. No, don't remind me. Oh. Oh my goodness, like, what was Mylar? That's it. Oh no. I hate Hollow Knight. It's terrible, and that's part of the reason why it's terrible. Mylar. Oh my god. It's awful. I hate Hollow Knight. I spent so much time on that Hollow Knight on that game, and it was so mean to me. Oh my god, it's terrible. I will never like that game. That fucking game. I'm. It's awful. It's terrible. It's mean. You shouldn't play it. 10 out of 10 or something. I don't fucking. That's part of the reason why it's a 10 out of 10. That game hurts. I'll have to wait until the shift's over. Thanks for the confidence boost. Yeah, we should do it. I gotta say, sorting through the same gemstones every day is getting old. Did you go full Pantheon or not really? I did the... I got the Void Heart ending. The one where you fight the Radiance at the end. But I didn't do, like, the Pantheon stuff because it was fucking bullshit. Like, that game, like, devolves into just doing a bunch of tedious battles and shit that are really difficult. And I didn't feel like it. I just want... I played the game and I got the extra... The quote-unquote true ending. And that's it. That's what I'm doing. That's all I did with the game. I also did... I did some of the DLC. I fought Nightmare King Grim. And that boss will haunt my fucking dreams. I can't believe I actually beat that boss. Yeah, I bet the surface has a ton we've never heard about. Ironic that the first thing I want to do when we're free is explore more caves. Hollow Knight versus Twitch chat stream. No, I'm not doing that. I'm not... I ain't doing Hollow Knight. I will never play that game again. I'll watch other people play it, but no, I'm not playing it. It is, like, I don't care. It's done. It's, I will never. My place. Not the fingies. Oh my god. I used to have the fingies as one of my emotes I could do on the on my guy, but the thingies I didn't use a whole lot, and I needed the slots for other things. Hey, what's he doing here? Oh, hey there, kid. Thought I'd make something of myself and get a real job. Despite playing a great bandit, Star doesn't actually pay anyone in town. Well, he lets the shopkeepers have most of their revenue, but that's about it. Oh well, it was pretty fun whilst it lasted. I got put on a minecart duty a few minutes ago. Sure, you already completed today's job, but tomorrow's coming. First I get tied down the tracks, now I gotta operate tracks. This wasn't what I meant by wanting to get my life back on track. Oh yeah, I haven't been double talking people. You're gonna show up tomorrow to do this for me, right? We're best buds, right? Did our intimate elevator ride mean nothing? Sorry, I can't talk anymore. I've got everything to overthink. Okay. I'm gonna go back and talk to this guy again. One day you're gonna be in my situation, forced to let go of childlike fantasy and tossed into adulthood. Ah, fuck adulthood. It's too difficult, too much money to spend. Like, if I could have it so that my job was like maybe about like 15 hours less a week, and I didn't have to pay for the fucking house payment, then I'd be fine. I'd be happy with life. I'd be smoothing on sailing. Like, I'd be, that's it. That's all I want. I don't want to go without work. I feel like work's good. It gets me off my ass, gets me doing things, you know. Otherwise I just lie about like a piece of laundry. But there's too much work, and I don't have enough spare money. Like, I can't, I'm sitting here trying to study well, trying to count how much it costs for me to get like fucking meals in the week and shit like that, because just not making enough. And it's not really much of a fault of my employer. I mean, it would be nice if they paid me more, but the thing is, they're paying me a fuck ton of money, but I'm paying a fuck ton of money to the bank because I need a roof over my head. This is ridiculous. Like, here's me thinking, as a senior dev, I'd have all this money, and I do. I get a lot of money from that job, but it all leaves my bank account. It's all gone. It's ridiculous. But oh well, enough of me complaining about finances. I feel like that's been a theme of today. Hey, it sucks, but everyone's got to go through it. One thing though, don't totally let go of your adventurous side. Some adults become far too cynical, they forget the good times. I should know, it's my first day here and I'm already hating my life. Sometimes, like, so it's possible, so I can, like, complain about shit. And I do. I love being able to complain about these things. That being said, like, if I'm always focusing too much on the negative about the now and looking too far in the future, I'm gonna miss what I like. Like, I'm gonna miss the cool stuff that's happening right now, you know? Like, I'm famished. About to yomp on some rocks. I hope they don't dock pay for eating the workplace. So, like, I could sit here reminiscing about all the shit that I used to like as a kid and all that sort of stuff, but, like, I'm gonna miss what's happening now. And there's some pretty cool things happening now. Like this game. I wish those miners would have told me about the boulder problem. I could have charged right through them, breaking into a million bits. Unbreaking them into a million bits, not me. You would so break into a million bits. I've learned a lot from being a clean boy. Mostly about how absolutely disgusting the dunes are. I mean, everything's covered in sand. Whoever built that giant fan needs to build a giant vacuum. You're lucky that bandana you're wearing isn't red. We'd probably have issues. Never forget to sparkle out there. Okay, let's go. Dun 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 dun. I don't know the tune for the boat ride in Deltarune. Hello. I figured out where those boulders were coming from. Turns out North Star set the machines up for feisty missions. I had a friendly chat with him about it all. He immediately apologized, so I forgave him. How could I say no to his overwhelming charm? I'm only a monster. Things were already running well earlier, but now they're running even better. Glad my legacy in this place will be nothing but positive memories. As my old man used to say, mine on, kid. Okay, he never said that. I said that just now. As my old man... Ah, dang it. There is so much extra dialogue. I don't know why I'm doing this. I shouldn't do this. It's just that they put a lot of dialogue in so that they make and expect you to not read it all. And that's kind of what most people do, whereas here I'm being dumb and trying to find every piece of dialogue I can. There needs to be a thing that says like, here's how much dialogue you found. That way I can know if I'm missing anything. Yo, how ya? Wait, are you from the Wild East? That's hilarious. Say howdy, come on, do it! Howdy. I love it. You think I'm making fun of you? Huh, no way, you're the most fun group of monsters around here. Plus you have a saloon. What? I like the food there. What? I like the food there, that's all. Have you met my sisters? They're kinda annoying. Peddler's like way too happy all the time. Just be normal and fake your happiness like me. And Violetta, I'm not sure. I think all she needs is to find love or something. Like, get out there, girl. I got work to do. Remember to eat your veggies, stay hydrated, and say howdy more often. It's very important. Hello. This playground used to be fun. Ever since my playmates stopped showing up, it's become boring. I wonder where they went. Okay, that's the same thing they said earlier. That's the other entrance. Wait a minute. Oh, this is the gift shop. There is nothing for you here. Goodbye. Hello. Why, hello. I hope you're having a glorious day. I'd give you a flower, but those are in low supply around here. I hope a friendly smile suffices. Honestly, the dunes are not the best place for my sisters and I, but I feel an obligation to be here, you know, to help grow the ecosystem. One day, we'll return to this place to its former glory, I've heard rumors about an abandoned greenhouse filled with flowers. Not sure how or why such a thing would exist, but I really want to see it. Remember to give flowers lots of love and attention. They are alive and can teach you many things. If they alive, then why they not moving so much, I'm pretty sure that things that are alive actually move. That's right, this was a place. I completely forgot about this place. I don't know that there's any new dialogue here. Oh, there is! Hey, where are you off to, mate? Any space for a +1? Just joking around, of course. I think it would be neat if I could, like, join your party or something. I know you're busy and all, so am I. Things pile up, right? Life? Of course. Your busy involves adventure and the discovery of wonderful treasures. My busy is more like making sure I don't miss my alimony payments. Alimony payments? Huh? What? What? Okay. No, it's cool, it's cool. No need to stick around worrying about me. You can tell me all about your grand journey later. Maybe you could write a book about it. I would, like, be your editor. I don't know, just thinking out loud. I kind of want the snake in the pot to join my party just because he seems so enthusiastic. Large ornate gate. Ah. Anyone else with anything new to say? Tiny fortunes, only 5G. Sure. Let us see what the world has in store for you. Yes, here we go. A very specific reading too. These are rare. In approximately 2 minutes, it will be... That's a good one. I like that one. 13. It updates. What? It updates. Wait. Hold on. Wait. It'll say 13:53 in a second. Any second now. Any second. I don't know how many seconds have passed. I wasn't paying attention. I'm sure. Listen, we're staying here. We're going to stay here. We're gonna watch it become 13:53 any second now. Come on, you can do it. Yeah! Hooray! We've done it. It's 13:53. I love that it updates. That is wonderful. Well, I hope that knowledge is helpful. I began a small project south of here. Planted a sapling in an empty shelter. The townsfolk and I watch over it, giving it water every day. If we're lucky, it will grow into something wonderful. A glimpse of days gone by. Enjoy the rest of your visit, partner. Okay, let's go. I want the pants. Neon green pants, your favorite. Wait, do you know my nephew? Adorable, wears pink gloves. You look just like this nice little buddy boo who he talked about coming around. So tell me, how is my little wubby dubby doing? He never writes me anymore, says he's too embarrassing or whatnot. I'm not that embarrassing of an aunt, you know? I'm not as embarrassing as my sister, I'll tell you that. She just goes on and on, my little snooky bear. Have you seen him? So precious. Makes me sick. Failed aunting 101 if you ask me. I just like to talk about my little Snoodlekin sometimes. Is that so bad? I'm sorry, what were we talking about, sweetie? I called today blistering hot, but I think... Is that too unoriginal? Maybe something more interesting like... Pickling hot. Makes no sense. Maybe not then. I'll have to think about this before. That's... I think that's what they said earlier. Pinch, pinch, but where are my pincers? Do not have any treasure hidden in my shell. Why do monsters keep asking me that? Okay. Who else have we got? Oh, there's the cafe over here, that's right. I need to invest in a nice suit to really summon... Ah, yeah. Run along now. Oh, that's right. This person. You know, I'm sorry for hogging the game. Determined to unlock a secret character I saw on Undertale. So far I haven't had any luck, but it's gotta be real. I saw the screenshot. Photoshopped screenshot, that's what I bet. But anywho, can I give the cactus a hug? No. Plants and stuff! Oh, hello. Please don't mind me. I was only tending to this little fella. Is a plant. The little sapling has garnered some experience in the world, crafting its own identity through perseverance. However, it still has room to expand into something greater. Neat. Want to talk more? How about that weather? Sure is hot today, like always. Do you like, air? I do. I breathe it all the time. I'm very sorry. I'm just not in a talking mood right now. Maybe later. I'm glad I came back here. Hopefully Martlet didn't give you too much trouble. Not that she would. If you want a guard to mistake you for a human, she's definitely the best one. Sorry, I'm not home. Okay, so that's where the UGPS guy is. And this should be the way to... Hey, little fella, there ain't nothing to see here. Last I checked anyway. Maybe one day there will be a great treasure lying behind my hotbod. But as of right now, there's only a hotbod. Mine. Stonebathing is a delicate process. The more you make me flap my lips, the more uneven my tan will be. At this rate, I'm gonna be a whole ass gradient. Yeah, cool. Keep disturbing me. Love it. And we're back here. Well, there we go. I've explored all the different places. It's almost 2 o'clock as well, so... No! I kinda wanna progress the story a little bit more. Oh geez, that drained me of like all my gold. Okay. Oh yeah, no, I've spoken to everyone. I'm gonna progress the plot a little bit more. Stick around for maybe another 10-15 minutes or so, and then I'm gonna head off. Simply because I was late and well, I'm having a good time with this game. I don't mind. Let's go. Let's do what they wanted me to do like a million years ago. There you are. I was about to come looking for you. So, the steam works. Ooh, whoa. May I ask why we are here? Because of this. The mask Kanako made for you. Yes. You see, Clover, Kanako is me and Chujin's only child. You haven't seen her around because she... everything will be okay. I know how tough you are. You can move past this, I'm positive. There's no need because she's alive. I feel her presence as we speak. Lab? Precisely. Clover, you may not know this, but there is a lab in Hotland. An inquiry for the Fallen Down was sent out a long time ago. I didn't know what else to do. Oh no! Oh no! Oh, damn. Okay. In my time of despair, I sent Kanako with them. It's been far too long and I haven't heard anything. I must travel to the lab to find out where my daughter is. I'm proud of you, Saroba, stepping out and taking charge. We've been in a rut lately. It was tough to watch. So, why travel through the steamworks particularly? It's the quickest route to Hotland from here. Nothing but abandoned rooms as far as I know. I have Chujin's old passcodes for any locked doors as well. Solid plan. If you need me, I would be happy to accompany you. I don't know how ugly things at the lab may get. You may stay here and take care of the town. I believe you owe your posse an apology. You're right. I'll take Clover with me. I have proven to be skilled on several fronts. Oh. What's going on? What happened? Oh, I got a visit from Robin on my Tamagotchi. Hold on. There we go. I've done it. It's success. An excellent choice. I trust Clover to deliver justice out there. Alright, we've discussed enough. Let's get moving. Beep boop, beep beep boop. Whoa, look at that. I'll see you later, Starlight. Whatever happens, remember that this is for Chujin's legacy. So... Oh, Clover, before you go, I forgot to give you this. I got a deputy badge! Despite our few hiccups, our little adventure was a blast. I'll be seeing you around, partner. Hey! Oh, that's awesome. So proud. remember, I'm in charge. Stay close by and we'll reach our destination soon. Yeah, I'm trying my best. You run so fast. Keep up, Clover. You don't have all the time in the world. I'm trying. I see something. Follow me. Oh, what was that? Jeez. I guess I should have expected this. In its prime, this was the main power source for the underground. That obviously was many years ago. Until we breathe life back into this thing, we can't progress. There's some kind of console here. Maybe one of Chujin's codes will work. Just give me a second. In the meantime, you can wait over there in the corner or something. What the fuck's going on here? Oh, I can go these ways. This way. I need to concentrate right now. Ah, well, I suppose I'm not going that way. What about this way? There's a heart. Whoa. Okay, there's like stuff and things happening. It says this one. Oh, I see. There we go, I did it. I done did it. It's a bridge! But what about up? Where does the up go? Oh. Okay. Let's go this way. Oh, I see. I can just press the button. There we go, I did it. It opened. I did a good job sitting in the corner and waiting. Almost got it. Didn't think this would actually work. It's only working because I'm doing it. Wait. This looks like the core. Howdy. Another team up? You're wasting your time, buddy. So far, these monsters have only brought you misfortune. I feel like following that lady's orders won't end any differently, especially with that lab business. Just try your best to move things along and not get sidetracked. Hopefully we can talk soon. Good luck, Clover. Hey, it's a save point! Let's get you saved. Okay, I could stop it there, but I feel like there's a bit more. Whoa, what's going on here? Pair of cargo jeans is stuck to the table. It's been there for a while. So, make sure you definitely have played the pacifist run of Undertale before watching much further. Smell of old unwashed clothes make you feel queasy. Because this is like kinda spoilers for that. Chute is clogged with strange looking plants. Door is jammed shut. Door is jammed shut. Door is jammed shut. You find a stick of beef jerky inside the machine. Take it? Ah, wonderful. Good to see you already have, because I'm worried about people who say things like, I haven't played Undertale yet, or something. You got beef jerky. You peer inside the chamber. It's far too dark to make anything out. Okay. Well, I peer inside this chamber. It's far too dark. I peer inside this chamber. It's far too dark. Oh, have a good night, Yobo. I'm gonna head off myself soon, so... You've never played the genocide ending? Not gonna lie, I wouldn't do it. See you, Yobo. Peer inside the chamber. It's far too dark to make anything out. The genocide run, if you play it, you will have a bad time. I would recommend playing hard mode though. Hard mode is fun. Don't have the heart to do it. That's wonderful. Whoa. It's working. Look. Oh no, that's not good. Something broke out. This is not good. Oh, there's some steam coming out. It's working. Wait, what have you been up to? Oh. I wasn't actually doing anything this whole time, was I? Alright, you're clearly more capable of problem solving. I suppose you should lead the way from now on. I love it when songs do that. Just head west from here and we'll reach Hotland eventually. Oh, we've got a party member! What I'm worried about is that this one busted open. But yeah, no, the only thing I can say about the genocide run is you're gonna have bad time, and I wouldn't do it. It wasn't worth it. Teamworks. See, you already know the important reference. What luck. Turn the power on and the whole facility goes insane. Since you're now the leader and all, how about you run ahead and turn this steam off? I think I see a switch over there. So no problem, right? Don't worry, I'll catch up. I like the idea of making the vents turn red before they're about to, like, steam up. Ah! No, not the steam! Ah! Duh! Oh my goodness, that gave me a heart attack. Ah! It's so sensitive. Yep, just go. I did it. See, no sweat. I like the music in this area. Weird flowers. Huh? Oh, the music stop. Okay, well, I probably should call it here, because it's 2:15 now, and... Geez, I'm almost at 1,000 minutes. And I get the feeling that if I go much further, there's probably gonna be like a boss or something, so... But anyhow, well, I had a good time. I hope everyone enjoyed the stream and my shenanigans with rambling on about bullshit. But yeah, no, I hope you all have a wonderful day. I know I didn't do the stream last Monday. I actually had something else I had to do. But hopefully this time I'll be able to make the Monday stream. It depends, cause I think so I'm gonna have to sort out like doctor's appointments and shit. But yeah, no. But anywho. Well, I hope you all have a wonderful weekend and all of that sort of stuff, and have a happy, have a good whatever it is wherever you are, and I will catch you all on the Monday. Yeah, Monday, definitely gonna happen. Definitely not gonna postpone it. I'm definitely not gonna put off doing a stream for like 3 million years. Like, say I'm going to do it on Tuesday, then do it on Wednesday, then do it on Thursday. No, I'm not streaming at work. If I did that, I'd probably get in trouble. No work. I'm not at work, I promise. Anywho, I will catch you later. Have a good afternoon. And bye.